Our weekly visit with Jacksonville State soccer coach Julie Carlson. Her ladies 8-1, 1-0 in Ohio Valley Conference play. They went on the road Sunday and got off to a good start in league action as they went to Tennessee Tech, built a 2-0 lead and went on to win it 2-1. Smile, you're 8-1 and unbeaten in the league. Things are good right now. Was Sunday, was that a good outing for your bunch at Tennessee Tech?
Oh, definitely. I think they were up for it. They knew what they had to do. I think they were well prepared. They'd gotten some rest last week, which was good. There were kids that normally come off a little bit early on a 2-game road trip that were able to last a little bit longer and provide us a spark. I thought Jackie Rush did an excellent job with finishing the ball. I mean, she was very good, and we just had – there was good continuity that day, and we've learned to win on the road, which makes things very important. So to have that first OVC game on the road, we went in with some road confidence.
You got a 2-0 lead, which is big. You weren't having really to sweat it at the end like you had to a couple of times.
Yeah, I think listen to some of the scattering reports. I think we pulled a few stunts that some other teams did, which was we let in a soft goal, and we didn't take care of things correctly defensively when we should have. They started to press real heavily, and the firepower came at us. And I think at some point, if we didn't do things well, they were going to get one on us, and they did. And it was a good finish on their part, but it was definitely fixable. It was definitely something that shouldn't have happened. And then we had definitely chances to go up 3-0, 4-0, and then we just did a really good job of managing the game in the last 10 minutes.
The good news about the way the schedule falls this year, you don't have to go to Charleston, Illinois, or up to Edwardsville because you got them at home.
It's going to be a little warmer, better surface, and it's nice to be here for those 2 games.
All right, Eastern Illinois Friday night at 7. Let's talk about them. Anybody you compare that you can compare them to that you've played so far this season, same style of play?
Sure. I think they're going to be similar to McNeese State. They'll be similar to Tennessee Tech. And the results I don't think are going to dictate the team that's going to step on the field. I think they're 2-8 right now, and I think they're still going to come blazing and ready. And it's a tough road trip, as we know from experience, and so but they're coming in 0-1 in the conference, just losing to Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville last weekend. So obviously they're trying to get back on the winning streak, and we're trying to keep ours.
All right, you will play Southern Illinois Edwardsville on Sunday afternoon. Beat them up there last year. I think it was their first OVC match, as I recall, their first time out. What about them? Are they comparable to somebody you've seen so far this year?
Yeah, they're a good team, and I think they learned a lot last year. And I think, they did get some OVC results, even though they weren't championship eligible at that time. But they learned a lot. They grew a lot. They had a young team with some experience and some that lacked Division I, and I think that's they've kind of flourished. They've gotten some big results. They've done well. They're a respectable side. They're going to be difficult to beat, and I think that them coming and making this truck for the first time, and obviously having to play Friday and then come all the way down to us, I think will be a test of how they do. And but they're going to be tough to beat. They're fast. They're good on the ball. But I think hopefully we'll be up for that game as well, because we were able to win at their place last year.
8-1, as I said. The success that you've had so far, you're going to get everybody's best shot, I think, at this point in time from now on, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously we'd love to say we want to run away with it. I think the potential to do that's there, but each game we've got to do well, and we've got to show up, and we've got to be strong defensively, and we got to keep pushing offensively.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck this weekend. Jacksonville State, Eastern Illinois, Friday night here at the JSU Soccer Field at 7. Then Sunday afternoon, wrapping up a big weekend here at Jacksonville State. The ladies on the pitch at 1 p.m. against Southern Illinois Edwardsville. Remember, free admission for all Jacksonville State soccer. The ladies from Jacksonville State off to an 8-1 start so far here in this 2012 soccer season. They're unbeaten at 1-0 in Ohio Valley Conference play after winning last weekend's opening contest in league action at Tennessee Tech. They won it by a score of 2-1. A couple of the main reasons, a couple of key reasons for Jacksonville State and the success so far: Brianna Salverda and also Jackie Rush. Jackie had the 2 goals in the win at Tennessee Tech over the weekend. I know last year had to be tough. You played well, just couldn't get some goals when you needed them, and you were in just about, I think, every game last year. What's the success you've had this year? I mean, it's got to be nice to be 8-2-1 right now and 1-0 in the league.
Yeah, it's a really nice start, and definitely winning all our games on the road and being undefeated there has helped, and winning your first conference game is always a good way to start off.
Jackie, feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yes, it feels really good.
All right, I want to go back to Sunday. You had 2 goals in Sunday's contest. Did it just happen that you were in position to make those goals? Did you get some help from some others? Just talk about those 2.
The first goal, I would say I got some help from luck. I kind of just took a shot from out wide and the keeper had fumbled it and it went in. The second goal, definitely from my teammates. It started off with Katie, and she did a short corner to Julie, and she crossed it in, and she even told me after the game that she was looking for my head, so it was just a perfect combination.
You didn't score last year. You had some shots on goal. Already 3 goals and I think 7 points this season. Any reason for the difference of the success so far?
You know, not in particular. I would just say probably I'm playing a new position than I did last year, and I'm probably more comfortable in it and just more natural to me.
All right. Brianna, you have started every game since you've been here at Jacksonville State, all 19 last year and all 10 so far this season. Did you expect that you were going to be in the starting lineup as a true freshman a year ago?
Definitely not. I was expecting, especially with my position being center back, it's usually not a position that it's difficult for freshmen to come into. So when I came in the first game and Coach had told me I was going to be starting last year, it was definitely a shock, but I was very excited and happy to take on the role.
And you, Jackie, I think you've started all but 4 or 5 games since you've been here, and you've played in every one of them. Did you expect to play this much so early?
Absolutely not. I even had told Coach this previously. I had no, especially last year, none at all. Everyone on this team is amazing, and I just did not expect it at all.
Has it been an adjustment coming from high school or your club teams into college? Is it faster, quicker, more physical? What's the difference?
The biggest difference for me is back home, it's definitely not as physical as it is here. You kind of have to get used to people shoving on you all the time and the refs not really calling it as much. And definitely the speed of the game is a lot faster.
Did you learn that you were going to have to be physical, more physical in a hurry?
Yeah, I got knocked down pretty bad the first game I played, and that was kind of a wake-up call. So,
What about you? What's been the biggest adjustment from high school coming to college?
I'd probably have to say the physicalness of the game as well. That was definitely a big change, from select in high school soccer than in here. And I feel like the players are a lot larger in size. So
Meaner too. No, I'm just kidding. Both of you are a long way from home. Did you get homesick at any point in time last year?
Not so much in the fall, really, because we're just so busy with soccer that it keeps you really occupied. It was more so when I went home for Christmas and then had to come back. I felt a little homesick at first, but I got used to it, and it just makes me even happier when my parents can come and visit and everything.
What about you? Did you get homesick any last year?
I did at the very beginning because they were all here for a month in July, and I was not here. So when I came here for August, I definitely was a little homesick. I didn't know, anyone really, so it was a little tough then. But after soccer started going, like she said, it definitely took my mind off things, and it helped a lot.
All right, one last thing, sort of odd. You've won everything on the road so far and won 1 and lost 2 at home. But are you excited about coming home and playing 2 in a row this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to play at home, and these will be our first conference games, and we definitely want to get winning streak going at home too and not just on the road. So I think it'll be a good weekend to start us off.
Jackie, you looking forward to being at home this weekend?
Oh, heck yes. I'm excited. It's, home opener for OVC, and I just hope we go out with a bang and take them all.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Eastern Illinois Friday night here at 7 o'clock against Jacksonville State, and then Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock against the women of Southern Illinois Edwardsville, Brianna Salverda, and Jackie Rush, Jacksonville State soccer team.